Welcome. Elas, Kazawa Bilon is speaking to you. It's a great joy to have you again on the show, and I continue to welcome you. Thank you so much for sparing time to watch this video. Hope we learn together. Elas, explore, learn, and don't forget, share. Uh, Specifically, today I want to talk about another handy software known as Hard Disk Sentinel, version 5.4. As the little buzzers would raise, it's an unregistered version. Nonetheless, it's able to provide the functionality that I need for demonstration purposes. Now, the software in question is known as Hard Disk Sentinel, and it's used for monitoring hard disk health, performance, of course, and a host of other information that is available to you. Now, whenever we see green things, it's always like a thumbs up. The expression is used, the farmer has a green thumb, if all that he plants blossoms and goes on well to produce high yields. Now, of course, this is my internal hard disk, 298. This is approximately 300 GB. Now, what I want us to note about this software is that it gives you an overview of how your hard disk is doing. Now, as IT help desk analyst, it would help you so much if someone tells you my PC is really slow, especially when it comes to powering on, when it comes to navigation. For example, someone trying to access a file, when someone is powering on and it takes a long time, one of the things you look out for is the hard disk and the hard disk health. Very crucial points to note. Now, as we can see, the hard disk health is 100%, which is a good thing. Here we have a pop-up. The hard disk status is in perfect. Okay, it's actually perfect. Problematic or weak sectors were not found. This is from the test that was carried out. And this is the estimated lifetime more than 1,000 days. Of course, we have 1,136 and 12 hours. This power on time, start and stop count, and so on and so forth. Of course, you realize that not only is the health and the performance provided, there's something concerning temperature. And of course, the averages are given very well. It's recommended to calibrate the temperature and set. Of course, it just helps you to understand how your hard disk is faring. Of course, some of these aspects may be a little bit mathematical, a little bit technical. The logs are here, disk performance. Someone may say, why do I need all of this? I'm just a computer user, for goodness sake. Why hit me with all this data? What do I need it for? So the best thing would just be having an overview. Now, it's not always the case that the hard disk is 100% healthy. Let me plug in my external hard disk and give you another variant so that you can see what it actually means to have a hard disk that is not 100% healthy. When I plug in my hard disk, my external, take a bit of time to load. Let's be a little bit patient. Background music and drums roll. Okay, almost there. So here we go. Oh, I think it's about to give us the troubleshooting test. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Use cable. There we have a prompt that it opens. Now I'd like us to notice the health of this other hard disk that has been added. Of course, I told you the first one was around 300 GB. The next one is around 150 GB. You can notice that it has a health of 98% and the temperature is 32 degrees centigrade. Someone would ask themselves, what's the difference? It's as easy as just telling you if the health is less than 100%, it implies that the performance will go on degrading. Of course, we're not talking about solid state drives, but hard disk drives, which have mechanical components, platters, read-write heads, servo motors, uh, and so on and so forth as internal components which are mechanical. So as any mechanical system, it's bound to decline in performance over time due to varied factors. Some could be environmental, some could be handling, some could be corruptions, maybe by software that it causes it to, let me say, overwork, and many other factors. So this will cause the health decline. Now, one thing I want us to note is that before you ever buy any machine, or when you're buying a machine and you go to a shop, kindly request, if it's possible for anyone, it's one of those litmus tests, if I can say, that you should have. Always have a flash pen with hard disk sentinel. Run it and see the health of the hard disk. If it's less than 100% and you're buying a first hand machine, reject it. If by any chance it's around 98%, 90, in the range of 90 to 100, just do one thing. They either give you a big cut or a discount, or you reject the machine and look for something better. That will help you to get a healthy running machine with a healthy hard disk, and you will enjoy the benefits of computing in this modern age. Thank you for viewing, and I continue to thank you for sparing time. Till we meet again, nice time.